Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
A continuación, Voces en Acción, el programa comunitario que informa a la comunidad latina. Voces en Acción, la verdad en acción. Voices in Action, the truth in action. Now, con ustedes, Jenny Ibarra.
Hey, good afternoon, good day, wherever you are. Thank you again for joining us. And my name is Jenny Rosales. I'm the host for Voces en Acción here with Lone Star Community Radio. And thank you so much for being part of our show, for being part of us. In about a couple of minutes, we're going to be showing the update from our Judge Administrator, Mark Keough, that had the time to come and share with us vital information to our community. But I would like to take a couple of minutes to talk to you guys about Lone Star Community Radio and Voces en Acción. Lone Star Community Radio has been with you guys for a long time, and they're working tirelessly to keep you guys informed with all their shows, because I'm not the only show. Voces en Acción is not the only show that airs through Lone Star Community Radio. And we are looking for sponsors, for donors, for people that want to come and literally be part of Lone Star Community Radio and Voces en Acción specifically. I'm looking for guests. My phone number 832-732-4744. People that would like to come and give their life experience and talk to their community. Please contact me at any time, 832-732-4744. We're looking for donors, people that would like to donate and give us their support, and sponsors as well. Please contact us. We are able to be reached at my number, 832-732-4744, or you can contact us online at www.irlonestar.com/BEA as in Victor, BEA as in Victor. Please go into there. There's a button for donations. There's a button for sponsorship. You want to talk to us, you can talk to me anytime. My phone is 24/7 open. And if you're not able to reach me, you can leave me a message and I'm able to contact you back. But yes, we're nonprofits and we're depending on all the assistance that we can get. And we would like to continue airing more information and more shows that will be benefit for the community. Thank you so much for your patronage. Thank you for being there. Gracias por estar con nosotros. Buenas tardes, buenas noches. Ahorita vamos a presentar un show que es un update del administrador de nuestro condado, el judge encargado, el señor Mark Keough, que vino a hablar con nosotros referente de muchas cosas, pero ahorita quiero tomar un tiempo para poder pedir su asistencia. Lone Star Community Radio ha estado con nosotros por mucho tiempo y Voces en Acción pertenece a Lone Star Community Radio. Nosotros trabajamos para traerle toda la información posible para que usted se eduque y pueda tomar sus decisiones. Y este show específicamente, bilingüemente, ha tratado de traerle la oportunidad de que usted tenga sus propias opciones y pueda conocer quiénes están trabajando para ustedes. Pero lo hacemos voluntariamente, lo hacemos como non-profit, organizaciones sin lucro, las cuales necesitan el soporte, necesitan la mano bondadosa de sponsors como First Financial Bank. O sea, necesitamos saber si usted está interesado a darnos su mano sea respaldándonos como sponsor o como patrocinador o dando donaciones. ¿Cómo lo puede hacer? Se puede comunicar con nosotros al 832-732-4744. Su servidora, o puede entrar en línea al www.irlonestar.com /BEA. Repito, www.irlonestar.com B de Víctor EA. Al estar ahí, clicar ahí, automáticamente ve los botones de si quiere ser patrocinador o si quiere ser donante. Lo puede hacer directamente sin ningún problema. Si necesita dar su información, si necesita dar su historia al aire, puede venir muy bien con nosotros y puedo sacarle una cita y venir a hablar con nosotros. Yo estoy buscando por personas que trabajan con la comunidad, que quieren dar su testimonio. Mi número de teléfono es que nuevamente mi número de teléfono 832-732-4744. Sin ustedes y sin el apoyo de la comunidad no podemos salir adelante. Tomo esta oportunidad para pedirles que por favor nos ayuden. Muchas gracias por su patrocinio desde adelante, por todas las cosas que hacen por nosotros y por vernos todos los lunes a las 2 de la tarde. Thank you so much for your sponsorship, for your donations, and for everything that you're doing so far for the year and a half that I've been here. And I am glad to have you as my guest in my show. If you want to talk to us about your venue, your things, your events, on everything, contact us. Thank you so much for your support. Again, my name is Jenny Rosales, your host, and thank you for joining us. Keep your camera on and your radio on. Our next guest is Josh Keough. Gracias por escucharnos. Manténgase a escuchar ahorita al juez Josh Keough. Gracias. Hey, this is Jenny from Voces en Accion. First Financial Bank can help those who wish to purchase their own home but do not have a Social Security. Their IT and home loan can be a perfect option for those in that situation. They're able to be reached and they can help you at 936-439-1800. That number is 936-439-1800. The American dream, it is at the reach with First Financial Bank. First Financial Bank, it is an equal housing lender, member of FIDC. Hola, soy yo, Jenny, de Voces en Acción, y vamos a hablar sobre nuestro patrocinador, First Financial Bank. First Financial Bank le puede ayudar a quienes desean comprar su propia casa, pero no tienen un número de seguro social. El préstamo hipotecario de ITN puede ser una opción perfecta para quienes están en esta situación. Estamos aquí para ayudarles y los puede contactar al 936-439-1800. El número es 936-439-1800. El sueño americano está al alcance con First Financial Bank. Prestamista de vivienda adquisitiva, miembro FIDC. Good afternoon, good day, wherever you are. Thank you for listening to Voces en Acción one more time with me. Hey, I enjoyed your presence. And believe me, I am going to have fun today. I have one of my favorite guys showing up with me and giving us an update that we all need to hear about. But first of all, let me just go ahead and say thank you to First Financial Bank for being a sponsor for our show today and for always being there. First Financial Bank has been with us since 1900s, and they are part of Montgomery County, Condado, and all over these areas, and they're doing the walk. That means they're helping everybody that is in need, from opening a savings account to opening your checking or helping you with your student loans, things like that. The first thing I can tell you is that they now are opening a new program, and they have been doing it for a couple of months already, where if you're needing a house and you don't have a Social Security number, you can apply with an ITIN number. You can reach Susie Woods. Her phone number is 936-439-1800, 936-439-1800. You can get the best service ever. Everybody is able to talk to you in your own language, English, Spanish, and even they can get translators if you're needing another interpretation as well. Get a hold of them. Again, First Financial Bank is here to stay and here to help with you with your needs. Buenos días, buenas tardes, donde quiera que está. Nuevamente, Voces en Acción aquí para estar con ustedes, para ser parte de ustedes y presentarles la información al día de todo lo que está pasando en nuestra comunidad, en el área de Texas y en las áreas aledañas, al mismo tiempo alrededor del mundo. Y hoy día tengo conmigo la visita de una persona que quiero mucho, que él nos va a dar y nos está guiando en la comunidad día a día con su trabajo y con su ardua labor. Pero primero que todo quiero dar las gracias a First Financial Bank porque están presentes en nuestras días día a día, desde 1900, dándonos la información que necesitamos para poder tomar decisiones financieras seguras. First Financial Bank le ayuda con todo, desde abrir préstamos personales hasta ayudarlo con la compra de su casa. Si usted no tiene un seguro social, puede hablar con ellos. Hable con la señora Susie Woods, ella le atenderá personalmente, el señor Francisco también. Ellos hablan español y el número de teléfono es 936-439-1800. Nuevamente 936-439-1800. Ando bien enredado hoy. Pero quiero que hablen con ellos, llámenlos. Ellos les van a ayudar para darle todo lo que ustedes necesitan y al mismo tiempo hacer su sueño realidad de tener su American Dream o su sueño americano. Hoy tengo conmigo al juez administrador del condado de Montgomery County, una persona a la cual siempre ha estado presente con la comunidad hispana alrededor de mucho tiempo. El nombre de él es Mark Keough y va a hablar con nosotros de todo lo que está pasando, darnos un update de lo que está pasando con la ciudad. Today, I have the pleasure to have my good friend, Judge Mark Keough, and he's, of course, our Judge Administrator of the County of Montgomery. And thanks to him, there's a lot of things going on in Montgomery that are for everybody's benefit. Judge, a pleasure again. And I have to apologize. Last time you came, I had to go to the emergency room, and I never stood up anybody except me. And that day it was like really bad. Please.
Jenny, no worries at all. I'm just so happy to be here. I love coming here, and I love talking to the people. And I'm here for you, so let's do it. This is awesome.
Le digo que le pido disculpas, la vez pasada vino y yo tuve que correr a emergencia, no estaba ni siquiera aquí, así que pido disculpas por haberlo plantado. El Josh va a hablar ahorita mismo de todas las cosas que hay, cambios completamente. Él dio un update de lo que está pasando completamente en Montgomery. Vamos a tener muchas preguntas, pero vamos a hablar con él, que él nos dé las cosas importantes. Josh, I'm telling them that you're going to talk about. First of all, I want you to get out the things that are important for you right now, that you want the Hispanic community to be aware. And then I'm going to go ahead and continue to ask questions in regards to things that are left that we're needing to address. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I think the first thing is to understand, I think, to really appreciate what is going on in Montgomery County.
Okay, lo primero es que nosotros pongamos en aprecio qué es lo que está pasando realmente en el área de Montgomery.
Our job market is booming. Our housing market. Do you realize that we have over 300 new housing developments going on in Montgomery County right now?
No, you flipped me out on that one. I didn't know. Imagínate.
That's unbelievable.
I'm thinking about moving here, thinking I'm going to be by myself without no problem, but I'm surrounded with 300 of them.
Well, it's unbelievable the amount of homes
Dice
that are being
que
built.
tenemos que darnos gracias de ver cómo está creciendo Montgomery en este momento, donde hay 300 unidades, o sea, 300 campañas de creación de población, o sea, significa de subdivisiones, 300 subdivisiones nuevas que se están creando en el área de Montgomery en estos momentos. Y le digo que me asusté porque yo pensaba que íbamos a ser un pueblito chiquito, pero se está creciendo demasiado. I thought we were going to be a little town. We're not supposed to grow that much.
We can't help it. People love coming here. Ever since COVID, when we refused to close,
Exactly.
people started coming in from all over the place, and we have never looked back. And we've been a leader in the region as the result of that. It's just been amazing.
Dice que no podemos aguantarnos. Básicamente es lo mejor que nos ha podido pasar porque desde que pasó el COVID y fuimos uno de los lugares donde menos tiempo estuvimos cerrados, eso ha sido una invasión. Todo el mundo se quiere venir para Montgomery porque realmente hemos tenido el liderazgo correcto para mantener todo bajo control. Sir, you did an amazing job during the COVID area, and I'm going to be honest, I have to applaud you. I was here, so I know. Okay.
Well, I appreciate that. Truth is stranger than fiction.
Oh, yeah,
And,
I know.
I just give all the credit to the Lord. Nobody knew what was going on. We didn't know. All I knew was that the amount of cases against the amount of people in the houses, the difference was so vast. In the hospital at any given time during COVID, we had anywhere from 4 to 5% of the total amount of cases in the hospital, and they were all there for observation.
Can you imagine? So
At
basically
the end of
didn't match.
17 days, remember they said we need 2 weeks for this to flatten the curve. And so at
Exactly.
the end of 17 days, I went ahead and I said, no, man, we're open. We're going to go with common sense instead of the science on this deal.
Exactly.
And we have never looked back.
Él dice que lo que lo ayudó fue que él comenzó a comparar lo que es el porcentaje realmente de las personas que estaban hospitalizadas y las personas que estaban contagiadas, y hizo lo que le llaman los 15 días supuestamente para poder bajar lo que es el crecimiento de infectados. Y realmente dijo que no, que al final de los 15 días él no encontró que había la manera de mantenerlo, así que dijo, no, vamos a abrir, lo siento, porque estamos afectando a muchas cosas. Yeah, and we're affecting a lot of things while being closed. All the small businesses were losing money. All the people, everybody was losing money. It was like literally bad.
That's right.
Thanks to you were able to reopen right away, and we were able to catch up.
Yeah, it was amazing, really, what took place. And again, as I mentioned, I give all the credit to the Lord. He gave us a lot of wisdom during that because I could have never done it by myself.
Dice que si no fuera por Dios, él no hubiera podido hacerlo hecho. Él le da todo el crédito a Dios, que Dios lo guió en ese proceso, porque realmente cerrar todo Montgomery era diferente, era muy duro. Y él tuvo que tomar la decisión de reabrir, porque era lo que estábamos perdiendo, eran los pequeños negocios, las personas como usted y como yo, que estábamos perdiendo para poder ir a trabajar. Y eso se lo acredita al Señor. Josh. Right now, I'm seeing that there's, in the top of the development that you're having, you're creating not only a development within the outskirts of the city, but you're creating in the same Condado area, in the center. You're going to have a brand new hotel. You're going to have a convention center. You're going to have so much, influence from we're going to be the second Woodlands.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
The second, because I've already seen it. I'm seeing it in downtown when I come and visit.
Yeah.
People are not only going to Woodlands anymore, they're coming up to Conroe now.
Right.
Is that something that is profitable for a lot of us?
Well, that's a city of Conroe issue, and they're the ones that have put together the convention center and these various centers, and they're the ones that fund that. That's not county funded, but this is the county seat.
Seat, exactly.
That's right. This is the center of the county.
Exactly.
And so the more that the city of Conroe can do to benefit the city
the
as
better,
the county seat, the better off we all
we
do.
are. Okay, exactly.
Yeah. So
okay.
it's really important what everybody's doing.
Le estoy diciendo que en el área de Conroe por lo menos se está viendo el crecimiento, donde ya nos estamos convirtiendo en el segundo Woodlands. Si está considerado venir para los que viven en el área de Houston, suben al área de Woodlands, automáticamente ven el crecimiento. Cuando suben a Conroe se están dando cuenta que estamos igual prácticamente que Conroe, que Woodlands, y que se está ofreciendo toda clase de cosas, como un centro de convención que viene, un hotel grandísimo. Y él me dice, ese es el área básicamente de Conroe, que el área del mayor y todos los que ellos están trabajando para que puedan tener ese crecimiento. Pero eso también le ayuda a él en el sentarse en la parte de lo que es Montgomery como un whole, a ese tipo de crecimiento. Sir, then whenever you said that's a part of Conroe, okay?
Right.
So, every city, they report to you through the commissioners, am I right?
Well, it depends.
It depends.
Yeah, there's
okay.
certain aspects of it. But remember, every city is either what's called a general law city, 3,000 or below, or a home rule city where they can make their own rules, their own regulations, their own laws. And really, the cities have more power, more control than the county.
County, okay.
Yeah, because the county is directly related to the state.
To the state,
and
exactly.
we do exactly what, as an extension of the state, what they tell us to do. A home rule city like Conroe, home rule, they get to rule their own deal.
Okay.
If they want to give somebody a ticket out here for parking backwards in the parking lot out
They're
here,
able to
they
do
can
it.
do it.
Exactly.
We county can't even make those kind of ordinances.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not. We don't make laws and we don't make regulations like we
You
have
do
policies.
a general policy, exactly. You go
Yes.
more into the general policy that affect the
Yeah.
state itself.
That's
Okay.
right.
Ella, básicamente, él dice que cada ciudad tiene sus reglamentos y pone sus propias ordenanzas. Él no puede hacer ordenanzas en ninguna de las ciudades, pero él toma lo que se llama el overseeing de todas las ciudades. Él es el que se representa al Estado federal, al Estado estatal, lo que es el estatal, en el Congreso, aquí directamente en Austin, lo que se reporta de lo que es completamente Montgomery como un condado. Go ahead,
Everything
sir.
that is not a city in Montgomery County is under
Ruled by-
the jurisdiction.
Everybody that like me that live in the outskirts of the city, we
That's
report
right.
to you guys.
You're under the auspices of the county.
That's why I like
yeah.
you.
Yeah. And so we're a little bit lighter, easier than some of these cities, I have to tell you.
Exactly.
But we have great cities. We've got great mayors. We've got great schools.
Exactly.
These are all the reasons why Montgomery County is growing.
La razón por la que él dice que como todas las ciudades tienen sus propias reglas y se llevan sus propios alcaldes y alcaldías y sus propios distritos escolares, al mismo tiempo él se encarga de las partes donde en la ciudad, por lo menos yo vivo en el área fuera de la ciudad de Conroe, automáticamente yo sí estoy respaldada por el área por el condado me respalda a mí, pero las personas que viven en la misma ciudad tienen que bajarse por las reglas de la ciudad. Entonces dice que eso hace que el sistema del condado en sí crezca, porque está creciendo a pasos agigantados, y eso es lo que hace que todo el mundo venga para acá, porque tienes la diferencia de poder elegir en dónde vas a vivir. Sir.
You know what I love to talk about is our school systems.
Dice que lo que le gusta
You know,
hablar es el sistema
here in
escolar.
Montgomery County, we've got 6 independent school districts. You got Montgomery, Splendora, Conroe, you've got New Caney, Magnolia, and Willis. And our average graduation rate of those is higher than the state of Texas by far, 93.9 versus 89%. In other words, our kids
93.9.
graduate, and most of our schools are over 95%.
Ok, es lo que le fascina comenzar a hablar sobre lo que es lo que son los distritos independientes escolares. Aquí tenemos 6 distritos independientes escolares en el área, en el condado de Montgomery, los cuales son la majestad de lo que usted puede ver cómo se están educando estas criaturas. Está el distrito escolar de Conroe, el de Splendora, el de New Caney, el de Willis, el de Montgomery y el de Magnolia. Ya tenemos los 6. Todos ellos se entrelazan, y eso es lo que le gusta a él. Estamos teniendo un porcentaje de 93% más alto a nivel estatal de graduandos de lo que hay en el estado de Texas. O sea, si usted va ahorita mismo y busca la tasa de porcentaje de graduandos a nivel estatal, Montgomery County tiene la tasa escolar más alta de graduandos. ¿Por qué? Porque se gradúan esos muchachos. And I have to say this, I love it, because our kids are coming, not only they're graduating, they're coming back to work with us.
Right. That's
My
exactly
daughter
right.
just got hired by, I have to say, by Conroe SD, and I'm so excited.
That's awesome. She's home.
And she graduated in Conroe SD.
Yeah.
She wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah.
But something that, it ticked me that the kids are coming back, they're graduating from college, and they're just coming back to work and produce over here, sir.
They have a set of values that they've been raised with here in Montgomery County that are different than the values of other counties.
Dice que los jóvenes se gradúan con un nivel de valores mucho más alto y diferente comparado con otros condados que hay en el área de Texas. Ellos se gradúan con un tipo de respeto, sir. And I have to say this, I love Jason Aldean, and yes, look at it in a small town. I love that song.
Yeah.
Nothing against that, but I love that song
Yeah.
to me, because that really portrays of what you're saying. Don't mess up with Montgomery County.
That's right.
You can go whatever you want to, but you don't want to come to Montgomery County.
We have a fixed set of values,
Exactly.
and those values have to do with what makes up our quality of life.
Because we protect each other. We care for our own. That's something that I see.
Here's the deal. Montgomery County has got family values. It's a safe place to live, to raise a family, to play together, to pray together. Do you know that in Montgomery County, this weekend, over 425 places of worship will be open for the people?
Only in the weekend.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Mira, dice claramente que este condado ama el vivir aquí. La gente que vive aquí en Montgomery County ama estar aquí. ¿Por qué? Porque tienen de dónde elegir. Y que, mira, dice, pone ejemplo, este fin de semana solamente hay 450 lugares de adoración a Dios abiertos para cualquier persona en el condado. No importa la religión que usted sea, están abiertos. Así que eso dice, los valores que se le inculca al que vive aquí y que está aquí es protegerse uno con otro. Mencioné la canción de Jason Aldean, y quiero que sepan que yo estoy a favor de esa canción, en donde no pueden venir a nuestros pequeños towns a derribar o a destruir, porque tenemos gente como el señor Keough que va a decir, aquí se provee la ley, aquí se respeta la ley y aquí se penaliza al criminal. And I'm telling them directly, you're not going to go you're not going to come to Montgomery County. And I've seen it in your sites, in your big site, video sites. You do respect the blue, and you do go and persecute whoever is coming to do wrong here.
That's right.
And that's something that I applaud from you.
You're telling about the big sign that I put
Exactly.
up?
I love those signs.
Yeah, the sign said, "Criminals, this is Montgomery County. We fund law enforcement,
And we will
prosecute." County Judge Mark Keough. Now, I don't know if that's really done any good. I hope it has.
I'm going to be honest with you, it does.
But it gives the people a lot of security.
Exactly.
They know that we're focused on law enforcement. Jenny, you can't have a healthy, happy community without people obeying the laws.
Exactly, sir. Exactly.
And when people come from other counties and try and perpetrate this nonsense upon us, our law enforcement, our constables, our sheriff's office, our judges. I'm a judge.
Exactly,
I'm
sir.
involved in this, in the judicial end of it, in our magistration and determining probable cause and bail and all that stuff.
Exactly.
We will prosecute, whereas there are counties around us that they have such a backlog, they won't even take the people in. It's amazing to me, and I have to tell you, if we must keep this this culture of deterrence of crime. And the way you do that by keeping deterrence of crime is that the criminal needs to know that they're going to be punished if they get caught.
Exactly.
In Montgomery County, we are going to. And we're not mean-spirited people. We want people here to obey the law to protect the people who are obeying the law.
Exactly.
It's about protecting the people.
Exactly, and I've seen it clearly here versus to other counties that I know that they're not even. Oh my God, it's disgusting the way they handle their business, and is being obscene the way it is, and sometimes it's affecting us because of the way they're acting.
Jenny,
you know
the
what
problem
I mean?
is it bleeds up this way.
Exactly, it's coming up to us.
That's right, and so that's why we have to stop it right at the border.
Estamos-
South of the border for us is not Mexico. It's Spring Creek.
South of the border is
the border
Harris
of Montgomery County
I'm
and
sorry.
Harris County. It is.
Yeah, we have to say it. It's
That's
Harris
right.
County. Basically, y quiero que sepan que estamos hablando sobre el problema realmente que hay aquí. Y no porque hay racismo o porque somos terroristas, como nos llaman, porque se aplica la ley. No, la ley se aplica porque se tiene que aplicar. Aquí en Montgomery County hay un sign que él tiene en todos los lados y lo ha puesto claramente. En Montgomery County nosotros sí enforzamos la ley, nosotros sí respaldamos a la policía y nosotros vamos a perseguir a la persona que venga, sea de donde venga, a hacer daño a uno de nosotros. Eso está escrito en blanco y negro. ¿Y por qué lo hacemos? Para que cuando usted pueda salir en la noche de su casa, nadie la atraque o no le hagan daño si usted vive en Montgomery County. Porque hay policías que están dando su vida diariamente aquí. Hay oficiales de policías de camino de patrol, como hay oficiales de aquí del condado. Hay jueces como el señor Keough que están viendo todo lo que está pasando realmente con los criminales que están tratando de conseguir entrar y traer su mala vibra y su mala vida acá al área de Montgomery, lo cual realmente de Harris County no queremos nada de eso para acá. Así que por esa razón estoy hablando con el señor Keough para que usted entienda que usted está en el mejor condado de Texas y realmente está siendo seguro. Usted está pagando por la seguridad donde usted está. We pay our taxes, sir. We do the right things. The Hispanic community that is here, that is legal, we're here to stay for the rest of our lives.
Yes.
We have our kids. We have our grandkids here. We're paying for you guys to secure the safety.
Absolutely.
And that's what I like from living and working and staying in Montgomery.
That's right.
Is because of that. Because I know that no matter how much my taxes are, I don't care. Because at the end of the road, I'm able to sit down with you and say, you know something? I have never been assaulted. I can go out in the Woodlands Mall and I can go shopping with my kids,
right.
And I'm not gonna be, nobody's gonna lift up my bag or
right.
things like that. In California, it's happening that they're walking in and they're just killing you if you open your mouth. You have to let them go still. That's what's happening right now.
So it's absurd.
So it's absurd, sir. So I really thank you on behalf of the Hispanic community about that. The other thing I see that you have taken upon yourself is the animal shelter,
Yes.
sir. And that's something that I respect from you because I'm afraid of dogs, to a point. And I see you can you hold them and you care for them and you try to look for a house for them. But it is incredible the amount of lack of information that my community has, that they are needing to ship their dogs. They're needing to put a collar in their dogs, because otherwise they're going to be picked up by the pound and they probably will be given away if they don't pick up.
Here's what happens is it is an ordinance of the county that you have to keep your dog on a leash.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, and so what people will do, Jenny, is they let their dogs out in the morning, and they got the neighbor dog down the street, and then you got the other neighbor dog, and dogs are pack animals.
Exactly.
They hang out together. I've got 3, and like Kim and my wife and I and my Labrador Retriever and my 2 little Chihuahua Terriers, right? So I got 1 big one and 2 small ones. And if Kim and I go into the living room, the dogs follow us in there. All 3 of them, they hang with us. If we go into the kitchen, they come into the kitchen. If we go into the den, they go into the den. Dogs are pack animals.
Exactly.
So out in the streets, when you let your dog out in the morning, sure, that dog will come back in the evening for food. What's the dog been doing all day? And the problem is that you get one bad-mannered dog, and they all become bad-mannered, and they become a dangerous pack.
Exactly.
That's what happens.
And especially if they're big breeds like pit bulls and Rottweilers that are not really secure dogs, because they have to be specially trained, otherwise they will attack.
So people need to keep their dogs on their leashes. They need to make sure they're spayed and neutered.
Exactly.
You know, they need to have, unless...
Their vaccinations and everything.
Vaccinations, age-appropriate vaccinations. And we do all that stuff down there at the shelter. And we had out in East County a vaccination and chipping deal event where dogs could come in, no charge. We did 1,000 animals where we got them their vaccinations.
And
we got a chip, and we put a chip in them for
them.
It was a hoot, man. You should have seen it. It was so much fun. And then down there at the shelter, probably about once every couple of months, we have a spay and neuter event.
Exactly.
Where you can bring your dog in
for free,
and we'll do between 300 and 400 dogs at that time.
You know, because of the veterinarians and the high cost of medications for dogs, it's like humans basically. We go to the doctors and the insurances are very high, and our community are known to go to the doctors whenever they're really dying, and on top of that, taking the dog to the doctor is like, no, they'll die. You know what I mean? Sure. Some of us, that's the way they think. El señor Keough, el Josh Keough, lo que está tratando de hablar estamos hablando sobre el problema que hay de perros y animales que están. Él trabaja con el shelter de Montgomery County en el área de la 242. Él va todos los días, cada una vez a la semana, y él habla, pone su cámara y habla con nosotros en Facebook acerca de los perros que están por ser adoptados. Ese shelter no mata animales. Significa que ese shelter tiene overcapacity, la capacidad sobrepoblado. Y él tiene por lo menos dice que están agarrando alrededor de 50 perros o gatos que no están siendo protegidos por nosotros. Muchos son, si se le ha perdido un perro a usted o un gato de su área, ya usted sabe que en el shelter de Montgomery County lo puede encontrar, porque no le ponemos atención a nuestros animales. Por ley de ordenanza de lo que es el condado y todas las áreas del condado, el animal tiene que tener el collar con el nombre del animal y con el nombre suyo. Si se pierde, el animal puede recuperarlo. Encima de eso tiene que tener un leash, que significaría la cadena. Tiene que tener su cadena. El perro no puede estar sin cadena. Y no es que usted va a sacar el perro en la mañana y dejarlo que vaya al parque delante y se puede ir ponerle la gana, y a la hora que usted lo llame el perro regresa. Muchas veces esos perros andan por ahí con cualquier otro perro, y a lo mejor usted pierde a su perro porque no pone atención de que se lo llevó, lo levantaron porque lo vieron entre el montón de perros que son straight de la calle. Entonces se están levantando un montón de perros nuevos con los straight. ¿Por qué? Porque no tienen nombre, no tienen tag, no tienen nada. El señor Josh Keough, él lo que quiere es implementar un programa donde usted necesita venir con su perro gratuitamente. Ellos en el shelter de animales le pueden poner un chip y reconocer, que usted pueda reconocer su perro. Y si se le pierde, usted puede comprar la cadena y ponérsela. Una cadena cuesta muy poco para ponérsela al perro y que el perro vuelva a donde está usted, si usted necesita su perro. Si usted quiere adoptar un perro, usted puede hacerlo directamente con ellos. Ellos dan adopciones gratis a veces, la mayoría del tiempo. Dice que en East County lo que hizo fue que hizo una verbena completa donde se daban operaciones de neutro, significa capaban al perro o a la perra, las esterilizaban para que no tuviera más perritos, porque mientras más perros tienen, peor es la población y peor se crece. Entonces, eso es lo que está tratando de implementar. You're saying 40, 50 dogs per day?
Well, not necessarily
per
per
week
day, but
sometimes.
No. We took in 40. I think I said 45 yesterday.
Oh my
that
God!
we brought in. Most of them were strays.
Wow.
You see, but we were able to adopt out or foster out or whatever, about 25 of them. Well, last time I checked, that's 20 difference, and so the population is growing, but then we'll have a very good day where we may unload 35 or 40 of the dogs we'll have them adopted out or whatever,
Exactly.
and only take in 4 or 5. So it varies with each day.
Okay.
But we have really right now over almost 600 animals, dogs and cats, at the shelter right now.
Hay alrededor de 600 animales que si usted está escuchando este radio, por favor, y usted se le perdió su perrito, vaya al shelter de la 242 y averigüe si su perro está allí. Por favor, si usted quiere adoptar a un perro, también lo puede hacer. Es gratuito. No creo que paga como $25. How much is the fee for you to adopt a dog? About $35, $40?
Yeah, and right now, I mean, you can go down there and adopt one for
free.
$10
$10.
for free. Yeah.
Dice que ahorita mismo, si usted
we
quiere
have these
adoptar un
events all the
perro,
time.
hasta de $10 lo puede conseguir fácilmente allí, porque lo están dando los perros, porque la población es de 600 perros en estos momentos. Y hay perros de todos los tamaños. I'm a puppy girl, so I will not get anything that is gonna crawl my legs. I can't. I have to have little ones.
Right.
But thank you so much for what you're doing in that specific area. I am concerned a lot with the fentanyl crisis that has been going on in this county, and it's not our fault, sir. It's coming from the border.
That's right.
Everybody coming from the border, going towards I-45 north, hitting northwest, and basically we get stuck with a lot of our kids getting killed, overdosing, and I know because it was amazing after going through LMC what I saw.
Yeah,
it opened my eyes so
right.
wide, and the system, the healthcare system that we have right now is almost crashing because of lack of people that are. All employees they decided not to go back to work because of the pandemic. It was really hard on them, and they're needing to hire more. And what is the best advice you can give us in regards to that, sir? Because I'm serious.
I think it's not just one thing. It's a number of things.
Wow.
And the first thing is to orient your kids to what it is and make sure that you train them up to stay away from drugs. Period. Case closed. That's the number one thing you can do. It starts with the younger generation. The second thing is that what we're already doing is that our law enforcement in East County, our law enforcement here, and in West County, we've been massively busting these groups, these cartel groups and whatnot that are bringing these things over the border. Rowdy Hayden over in East County is doing a heck of a job. But again, they'll come in from the outside of the county, then come in from the north. And it's the cartels have
infiltrated everything, sir.
Sure. And so we just have to have a strong commitment from our governor, of which he's about as strong as he's ever been on this, and he's taking heat for it right now, in terms of the barriers that are in the Rio Grande River, and the federal government is suing us for that. When all we're trying to do is keep out the bad guys.
Sir,
it's amazing to me.
They don't understand. It's like I said to myself, and I saw it directly. People who has not gone down to the border, they cannot talk about what's going on the border. They should.
I've
they
been
should
down
keep
there.
their. If you've been down there, people like Ted Cruz have been down there.
Right.
You know that have seen literally people died right there. All the little bands that they have their names and everything. All the trafficking that is going in there, and nobody's doing anything. It feels like so. What?
Well,
Mr. Abbott is doing is right. He needs to protect the border.
Exactly, and they've hired more, have allocated more money. They have more DPS officers down there. They've had National Guard down there. We've had people come from Florida. I sent guys down there to the border from Montgomery County, the sheriff's office.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, and they went down there and helped. But until nothing really is going to change until the federal government changes, because they have taken away the regulations and the rules that were put in place over the previous administration, which we essentially stopped the traversing of these things across the border. It was essentially stopped.
And the worst thing, sir, is that they don't think that Texas is being affected. They don't even know we're number one affected in the whole country.
Do you know what I think? I believe they do know it, and they hate Texas.
They hate us.
That's right,
That's
because
what I
this
believe
is
too.
the last bastion of freedom and don't tread on me approach to things. And
Exactly, sir.
you're gonna take that away from me? Come and try.
Exactly.
That's who we are. That's who Montgomery County is.
Exactly. That's probably
You know,
what is going
it
on. And
is.
sometimes I thought about that, but I just, keep it to myself because, hello, I'm not supposed to put my opinion out there. You know what I mean? They look at you like, what are you talking about? You don't even know. No, yes, I know because I'm seeing it, sir.
Listen, there is a socialist, communist. I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
No, there's not.
But if people can't see the socialist mindset that's trying to dismantle the Republic of the United States
From within.
then they are not paying a lick of attention.
Exactly.
Because it's exactly what's taking place. And we can't let it happen. As long as I'm involved in Montgomery County, it's not happening here.
God bless you.
So-
Estamos hablando sobre lo que está pasando ahorita mismo y yo le pregunté para que podamos entender lo que está pasando con la crisis de fentanol que está cruzándose por toda el área de Montgomery y las afueras de Montgomery, del East County, del North, todo el área. Los carteles están entrando y están procesando y están entrando y los jóvenes están muriendo como agua, se están cayendo en el suelo. Dando sobredosis, niños pequeños que les venden en las escuelas hasta un chicle, pensando que es un chicle con una cosa, y se lo comen y es fentanol lo que le están dando. Señores, una mínima dosis de este tamaño, de mi uña, puede matar un caballo, cuanto y más una persona, un ser humano. Entonces, el problema grande que tenemos es, y como siempre le he dicho, la falta de educación como hispanos, porque no podemos decirle a nuestros hijos, no quiero que consumas drogas, en mi casa no lo vas a hacer y vas a educarte para que sepas lo que es las drogas. Primero, usted como padre tiene que hacer eso. Segundo, tiene que obedecer las leyes, sus hijos tienen que obedecer las leyes porque se ponen en riesgo completamente. El problema grande que hay en la frontera está afectando todo Texas. No quieren a Texas, pero resulta ser que porque es el mejor estado, y discúlpenme porque el que me lo quiero decir, el mejor estado de los Estados Unidos, porque nosotros aquí tenemos valores y paramos eso. Entonces automáticamente no les importa si está entrando quién por la frontera y a la hora que entre lo que haga lo que le dé la gana. No importa. Entonces el gobernador Abbott está poniendo fences, tratando de parar la inmigración, tratando de agarrarlos en el border, están mandando más personas de aquí, de Montgomery, se están yendo los policías allá a trabajar la frontera. El que no vive en un estado fronterizo, que no hable de una frontera y que no hable de que no hay inmigración. Porque sí la hay, un problema grandísimo de inmigración, que ese es el problema más grande que tiene este país en estos momentos. El problema mental y el problema de migración, y quiero que lo sepan. Y los dos se colindan con ellos mismos. Están entrando por la frontera cualquier tipo de personas, tanto traficantes de drogas, de niños, de sexo, de armas, de todo. Y se están entrando, y van a ir a todas las ciudades de los Estados Unidos, no solamente aquí a Texas. Eso es lo que dice el Judge Keough. Hay que darle un pare completamente a la administración para que tome las medidas necesarias, porque en la administración pasada no hubo este problema. Y eso es lo que está pasando en Montgomery County, en las afueras de Montgomery County. Y si nosotros tenemos control, imagínense los otros condados que no tienen control. Ahí está peor la situación. Tenemos que comenzar a buscar a la persona que nos guía, que es de arriba. I'm telling them basically we need to start looking for the person that guides us from upstairs, because that's the only person that is able to hold on with the situation right now.
Jenny, here's the deal. We are historically a Christian nation. Don't believe all this nonsense about how we were never Christian. That's crazy. All you have to do is go to the original documents, see the basis of our law, look at the quotes of all of our founders, the guys that signed the Declaration of Independence, all of this stuff. And in our constitutional basis, the laws that we have in place today are based upon Old Testament law.
Exactly, sir.
There's no question. And we have abandoned it. That's why in Montgomery County, we proudly display in our schools, in God we trust.
That's
I just put
another
that
thing.
in my court. In God we trust, right over the dais.
And that's what I and I'm
right.
gonna be honest with you, as a Christian person that I've seen on you, you're a pastor as well. You're guiding your flock correctly, sir. That's something that we need to have more, because you're able to get to take that blind away from people, because they're blind. They take the blind away and say, you know something, if we don't wake up and go back to we the people, but it seems like we the people are tired right now, sir. We're
Sure.
exactly tired.
And
And
that's-
this needs to be changed. And, it's no longer a Democrat or a Republican or Libertarian. It's a devil versus God. That's it. That's what I keep telling everybody.
Here's the problem. When we become so weary that we finally just say, look, just somebody bring order to this, that's when we turn ourselves over to the bad
To
guys.
the bad guys.
Freedom isn't free.
Exactly.
It takes total diligence, total focus, fighting every day for the values that are right. And I'm telling you, that's what we believe in Montgomery County. You will not see in Montgomery County where we'll be buying people's guns back like they do down in Harris County. Commissioners Court voted to make us a Second Amendment sanctuary county.
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
who we are, and it's not about us wanting to perpetrate things upon people. We have the right to protect ourselves and our families.
Exactly.
So we're just not going to give in. We're going to go right down to the end. if
Ellos
that's the case.
dicen, esto es un santuario cuando se refiere al santuario de segundo amendment de la Constitución de los Estados Unidos, significa que todo el mundo aquí en el área de Montgomery tiene derecho de comprar un arma y defenderse. Porque realmente es lo que tiene que hacer todo el mundo ya. Ya no podemos estar en un momento donde queremos estar, que no podemos defendernos. Tenemos ese derecho. Tampoco vamos y compramos armas que están sucias o traficadas. No se hace aquí. Eso está prohibido por la ley. Automáticamente también no vamos a atacar a nadie. Pero necesitamos que se les respete y necesitamos que tengamos una guía donde haga como Montgomery County es un lugar donde hay valores. Hay valores cristianos en todos lados. En el momento que usted lo busque se va a dar cuenta. Hay valores cristianos. Y no todo el mundo cree como la gente que viene del exterior. Aquí venimos, aquí adoramos, aquí comulgamos, los católicos, los cristianos, los pentecostés, los bautistas, como usted le quiera llamar. Todos estamos en el mismo ritmo, que es adorar a un solo Dios. Y por Él solamente podemos volver. Hasta que no vemos la situación bien mal, es cuando nos comenzamos a arrepentir y comenzamos a buscar los valores que teníamos antes. Josh, I know that you're running out of time. Is there anything that we left out? And I know that you need to say something, so go ahead.
First of all, Jenny, thank you for having me on. I love Montgomery County. I love the people of Montgomery County. It's being county judge. I love being the county judge because I have the opportunity to have impact on the lives of people every single day. I enjoyed my time in the Texas House of Representatives, but when I came here to Montgomery County and got involved at the local level, remember, all government's local.
Exactly.
It's local. I can't change what's going on in Washington, but I can change what's going on here.
In Montgomery, exactly.
So, and that's my focus.
And thank you for working for us, because you work for us, and I am so proud and honored to say I have a job of judges up there that they work for me, and they work because of my best interest. And that's something that we have.
Commissioners, they do a great job. We all work together. We're on the same page, and we're all moving in the right direction. Stable government.
El establecimiento de Montgomery County trabaja para sus personas, para todos los ciudadanos que sean ciudadanos de Montgomery County, y así se va a mantener. Tenemos personas responsables de las cortes de comisionados, como las cortes como Josh Hamilton o Josh Keough, Josh Mac,
Judge Wade Mack.
Amazing man. Judge, there's many judges, Echo Hudson, I can mention them one to back, but those judges are here to help us and guide us. Los jueces que están aquí están trabajando por el condado, por el beneficio de ustedes, por el respeto por el que Montgomery County se mantenga estable y se mantenga unida para poder combatir la infiltración, como lo dijo él anteriormente, la infiltración comunista que se está dando y que se está metiendo para poder destruir el nombre de nuestra Constitución, lo sagrado de nuestra Constitución. Gracias, Josh Keough. Anytime, your doors are open for an update.
Jenny,
If you need
thank
anything
you.
else,
Awesome.
I will go ahead and spread the word that you need help with the shelter, and you're going to get people helping you in the shelter. Necesitamos gente que vaya a trabajar al shelter, ayudar a sacar los perritos y ayudar a la gente. Hablen, lleguen al shelter, comuníquense con Josh Keough. En todas mis cosas está la información de Josh Keough. We're going to go ahead and turn off for the day today. I know he needs to go, and I'm just going to say thank you again, First Financial Bank. But I'm going to say all the information about Josh Keough, and if you want to volunteer in the shelter or get a puppy, please do so. We're needing help with that part. We're needing help with everything that you see that is wrong. You're able to go to Commissioner's Court. You're able to talk to his office. He has a open door policy, so you're able to talk to him directly. Thank you so much for being with us today. Gracias por estar con nosotros. Él tiene las puertas abiertas para entenderlo y yo también. Nos pueden comunicar a la hora que sea. Que pase un buen día y thank you First Financial Bank por su asistencia. Que pase un buen día. Bye bye. Gracias. Hey, this is Jenny from Voces en Accion. First Financial Bank can help those who wish to purchase their own home but do not have a Social Security. Their IT and home loan can be a perfect option for those in that situation. They're able to be reached and they can help you at 936-439-1800. That number is 936-439-1800. The American dream, it is at the reach with First Financial Bank. First Financial Bank, it is an equal housing lender, member of FIDC. Hola, soy yo, Jenny, de Voces en Acción, y vamos a hablar sobre nuestro patrocinador, First Financial Bank. First Financial Bank le puede ayudar a quienes desean comprar su propia casa, pero no tienen un número de seguro social. El préstamo hipotecario de ITN puede ser una opción perfecta para quienes están en esta situación. Estamos aquí para ayudarles y los puede contactar al 936-439-1800. El número es 936-439-1800. El sueño americano está al alcance con First Financial Bank. Prestamista de vivienda equitativa, miembro FIDC.